Hello students, today we will learn about CSIR UGC NET syllabus. What you will study in UGC NET preparation. UGC NET, CSIR UGC NET is for after MSc you can study, you can prepare for CSIR UGC NET, MSc in any stream. Then you can prepare and you can give after getting CSR net you can get a job. It's a stipend also differs in from institute to institute. You can apply for lectureship after getting this CSR net. So it's the path after MSc Biotechnology or any MSc related subjects. Now, first is molecular biology. Molecular biology and the interaction relevant to biology, cellular organization, fundamental processes, cell communication and cell signaling, developmental biology, system physiology, that is animal system physiology, then plant system physiology, inheritance biology, diversity of life forms, ecological principles, evolution and behavior, applied biology, methods in biology. Now, first is molecular and their interaction, molecules and their interaction relevant to biology. First topic under this you have to study about structure and structure of atoms, molecules and chemical bonds, composition, structure and function of biomolecules, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids and vitamins. Next is stabilizing interaction. Under stabilizing interaction, you have to study about van der Waals law, about van der Waals, electrostatic, hydrogen bonding, hydrophobic interactions. Like this, you have to study principles of physiological chemistry. Under this, you have to study pH, buffer, reaction, kinetics, thermo thermodynamics, colligative properties. You have to study. Next is bioenergetics, glycolysis, oxidative phosphorylation, coupled reactions, group transfer, biological energy transducers, principles of catalysis, enzymes and enzyme kinetics, enzyme regulation, mechanism of enzyme catalysis, isoenzymes, conformation of nucleic acids, that is helix A, B, Z, tRNA, microRNA. Next is conformation of proteins, that it's in here you have to study about Ramachandran plot. Secondary structure, domains, motif and folds, stability of protein and nucleic acids, metabolism of carbohydrates, lipids, amino acids, nucleotides and vitamins. Next is cellular organization, membrane structure and function, structure of model membrane, lipid bilayer and membrane protein diffusion, osmosis, ion channels, active transport, membrane forms, mechanism of sorting and regulation of intracellular transport, electrical properties of membranes, structural organization and function of intracellular organelles. That means you have to study here cell wall, nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, peroxisome, plastids, vacuoles, chloroplast, structure and function of cytoskeleton and its role in motility. Next is organization of genes and chromosomes, operon, unique and repetitive DNA, interrupted genes, chromosomes, heterochromatin, euchromatin transposons. Next is cell division and cell cycle, mitosis and meiosis, their regulation steps in cell cycle, regulation and control of cell cycle. Next is microbial physiology. It is here you have to study about growth, yield and characteristic strategies of cell division, stress response. Now come to fundamental process. In fundamental process, you have to study about DNA replication, repair, recombination, that is unit of replication, enzymes involved in DNA replication, repair and recombination, replication origin and replication fork, fidelity, fidelity of replication, extrachromosomal replication, replicons, DNA damage, repair mechanism, homologous and site-specific recombination, RNA synthesis and processing, transcription factors and machinery, formation of initiation complex, transcription activator and repressor, RNA polymerases, capping, elongation and termination, RNA processing, RNA editing, splicing and polyadenylation, structure and function of different types of RNA transport. Now come to protein synthesis and processing. Here you have to study about ribosome, formation of initiation complex like this, initiation factors and their regulation, elongation and elongation factors, termination, genetic code, amino acylation of tRNA identity, amino acyl tRNA synthesis, and translational proofreading, translational inhibitors, post-translational modifications of proteins, control of gene expression at transcription and translation level, regulating the expression of phages, viruses, prokaryotic and eukaryotic genes, role of chromatin in gene expression and gene silencing. Next is cell communication and cell signaling. You have to study here host parasite interaction. Under this you have to study about recognition and entry processes of different pathogens like bacteria, viruses into animal and plant host cells, alterations of host cell behavior by pathogens, virus induced cell transformation, pathogen induced diseases in animals and plants, cell fusion in both normal and abnormal cells. Next is cell signaling. Here you have to study about hormones and their receptors, cell surface receptor signaling through G protein coupled receptors, signal transduction pathways, second messengers, regulation of signaling pathways, bacterial and plant 2 component systems, light signaling in plants, bacterial chemotaxis and quorum sensing. Next is cellular communication. Under cellular communication, you have to study about regulation of hematopoiesis, general principles of cell communication, cell adhesion, and roles of different adhesion molecules, gap junctions, extrachromosomal matrix, integrins, neurotransmission and its regulation. Now, next is cancer. Under cancer, you have to study about genetic rearrangements in progenitor cells, oncogenes, tumor suppressor genes, cancer and the cell cycle, virus-induced cancer, metastasis, intercellular interaction of cancer cells with normal cells, apoptosis, therapeutic interventions of uncontrolled cell growth. Next is innate and adaptive immune system. Under this, you have to study about cells and molecules involved in innate and adaptive immunity, antigens, antigenicity and immunogenicity, B and T epitopes, structure and function of antibody molecules, generation of antibody diversity, monoclonal antibodies, antibody engineering, antigen antibody interactions, MHC molecules, antigen processing and presentation activation and differentiation of beta and T cells, B and T cells, B and T cell receptors, humoral and cell mediated immune responses, primary and secondary immune modulation, the complement system, the tool like receptors, cell mediated effector system, tool like receptors, cell mediated effector functions, inflammation, hypersensitivity and autoimmunity, immune response during bacterial, that means tuberculosis, parasitic, that means malaria, viral, that means HIV infections, congenital and acquired immunodeficiency vaccines. Now next is developmental biology. Under developmental biology, we have to study about basic concept of developments. That means potency, commitment, specification, induction, competence, determination and differentiation, morphogenetic gradients, cell fate and cell lineages, stem cells, genomic equivalence and the cytoplasmic determinants, imprinting, mutants. This is gametogenesis, fertilization and early development, production of gametes, cell surface molecules in sperm, egg recognition in animals, embryo sac development and double fertilization in plants, zygote formation, cleavage, blastula formation, embryonic fields, gastrulation and formation of germ layers in animals, embryogenesis, establishment of symmetry in plants, seed formation and germination, morphogenesis and organogenesis in animals, cell aggregation and differentiation in dicotyledon, axis and pattern formation in Drosophila, amphibia and chick organogenesis, vulva formation in Caenorhabditis elegans, eye lens induction, limb development and regeneration in vertebrates, differentiation of neurons, post-embryo development, larval formation, metamorphosis, environmental regulation of normal development, sex determination, morphogenesis and organogenesis in plants, organization of shoot and root apical meristem, shoot and root development, leaf development and phyllotaxy, transition to flowering, floral meristems and floral development in Arabidopsis and Antihinum. Now next is programmed cell death, aging and senescence. Next is system physiology of plant. Here you have to study about photosynthesis. Under photosynthesis, you have to study about light harvesting complexes, mechanism of electron transport, photoprotective mechanisms, carbon dioxide fixation, C3, C4 and CAM pathways. Next is respiration and photorespiration. Under this, you have to study about citric acid cycle, plant mitochondrial electron transport and ATP synthesis, alternate oxidase, photorespiration pathways, all you have to study. Next is nitrogen metabolism. Under this, you have to study about nitrate and ammonium assimilation, amino acid biosynthesis. Now, next is plant hormones. Under this, you have to study about biosynthesis, storage, breakdown and transport, physiological effects and mechanisms of action. Sensory photobiology. Under sensory photobiology, you have to study about structure, function and mechanism of action of photochromes, cryptochromes and phototropins, stomatal movement, photoperiodism and biological clocks. Next is solute transport and photoassimilation, translocation, uptake, transport and translocation of water, ions, solutes and macromolecules from soils through cells, across membranes through xylem and phloem, transpiration, mechanisms of loading and unloading of photoassimilation, secondary metabolites. Under this, you have to study about biosynthesis of terpenes, phenols and nitrogenous compounds and their roles. Next is stress physiology, responses of plants to biotic, pathogen and insects and abiotic, that means water, temperature and salt stresses. Next is system physiology. Under system physiology of animals, you have to study about blood and circulation, blood corpuscles, hematopoiesis and formed elements, plasma functions, blood volume regulations, blood groups, hemoglobin, immunity, hematostasis. Then is cardiovascular system. What do you mean by cardiovascular system? Under this, you have to study about comparative anatomy of heart structure, myogenic heart, specialized tissue, ECG, its principle and significance, cardiac cycle, heart as a pump, blood pressure, neural and chemical regulation of this. Next is respiratory system. Under this, you have to study about comparison of respiration in different species, anatomical considerations, transport of gases, exchange of gases, waste elimination, neural and chemical regulation of respiration, nervous system, neurons action potential, gross neuroanatomy of brain and spinal cord, central and peripheral nervous system, neural control of muscle tone and posture. Next is sense organs. Under this, you have to study about vision, hearing, and response tactile. Next is excretory system. Here you have to study about comparative physiology of excretion, kidney, urine formation, urine concentration, waste elimination, maturation, regulation of water balance. Next is inheritance biology. Under this, you have to study about Mendelian principles, dominance, segregation, independent assortment, concept of gene, allele, multiple alleles, pseudoallele, complementation test, extensions of Mendelian principles, codominance, incomplete dominance, gene interactions, pleiotropy, genomic imprinting, penetrance and expressivity, phenocopy, linkage and crossing over, sex linkage, sex limited and sex influenced characters. Next is gene mapping methods. Under this, you have to study about linkage maps, tetrad analysis, mapping with molecular markers, mapping by using somatic cell hybrids, development of mapping population in plants. Next is extrachromosomal inheritance. Under this, you have to study about inheritance of mitochondrial and chloroplast genes, maternal inheritance. Next is microbial genetics. Under this, you have to study about methods of genetic transfers, transformation, conjugation, transduction, and sexduction. Mapping genes by interrupted mapping, time structure analysis of genes. Next is human genetics. Under this, you have to study about pedigree analysis, Lord score for linkage testing, karyotypes, genetic disorders, quantitative genetics, polygenic inheritance, heritability and its measurements, QTL mapping, all that you have to study. Next is mutation. Under this, you have to study about types, causes, and detection mutant types, lethal, conditional, biochemical loss of function, gain of function, germinal versus somatic mutants, insertional mutagenesis. Next is structural and numerical alterations of chromosomes, deletion, duplication, inversion, translocation, ploidy and their genetic implication. Next is recombination. Under this, you have to study about homologous and non-homologous recombination, including transposition. Next is diversity of life forms. Under this, you have to study about principles and methods of taxonomy, concept of species and hierarchical taxa, biological nomenclature, classical and quantitative methods of taxonomy of plants, animals and microorganisms, labels of structural organization, unicellular, colonial and multicellular forms, labels of organization of tissues, organs and systems, comparative anatomy, adaptive radiation, adaptive modifications, outline classification of plants, animals and microorganisms, important criteria used for classification in each taxon, classification of plants, animals and microorganisms, evolutionary relationship among taxa, natural history of Indian subcontinent, Under this, you have to study about major habitat types of the subcontinent, geographic origins and migrations of species, common Indian mammals, bird seasonality, and phenology of the subcontinent. Next is organisms of health and agricultural importance, common parasites and pathogens in humans, domestic animals and crops, organisms of conservation concern. Under this, you have to study about rare and endangered species, conservation strategies. All you have to study. Now, next is ecological principles. Under this, you have to study about the environment, physical environment, biotic and abiotic interactions. Then is habitat and niche. Under this, you have to study about concept of habit and niche width and overlap, fundamental and realized niche, resource partitioning, character displacement, population ecology. Under this, you have to study about characteristics of population growth curves, population regulation, life history strategies, R and K selections, concept of meta population, deans and dispersal interaction. Next is ecological principles. Under this, you have to study about the environment, physical environment, biotic and abiotic interactions, habitat and niche. Under this, you have to study about concept of habit and niche width and overlap, fundamental and realized niche, resource partitioning, character displacement, population ecology. Under this, you have to study about characteristics of a population growth curves, population regulation, life history strategy, R and K selection, concept of metapopulation, dim and dispersal, interdemic extinctions, age structured populations, species interactions. Under this, you have to study about types of interactions, interspecific competition, herbivory, carnivory, pollination, symbiosis, community ecology. Under this, you have to study about nature of communities, community structure and attributes, levels of species, diversity and its measurement, age and ecotones. Like this, you have to study